All right, we're live. What's up, guys? All right, so for the title today, we should have Bowser Break Close. No. Let's say new. Marvel Volume 3. Let's say Weiss. Marvel Volume 3. Bowser Break Close. And maybe pre-order break on what? Mega Evolution. All right, let's start one of those up. I know we've already got a vintage box break. Let's see, vintage box break, Ancient Origin. Let's also create a listing for Astral Radiance. We'll say Astral Radiance, $40. Okay, so that's new. Under Pokemon English, let's say Mega Evolution box break. Actually, here. All right, we'll just save that. Will that even work? Pre-order box break, $40. We'll save on that. All right, cool. The Marvel packs. What are we charging on Marvel? I don't even know. Weiss Pixar's Relane. All right, we don't have it. How about over here? Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, other card set. Marvel. Topps Chrome, Fleer Masterpiece, Impel Marvel. So you can't even see Marvel on the menu. I'm going to swap Marvel out. Marvel's coming back to the menu. And what we're going to do is we're going to take Union Arena off because Union Arena does not get much attention. So let's place this, since this is the new thing right now, let's place this above Pokemon Chinese. So Marvel's going up there. And then let's take Union Arena off for now. Union Arena goes to the extended menu. Code Geass, Lay Louch. When's the last time anyone ordered that set? Lay Louch? Never. Poor Union Arena. All right, we'll hit save on that. So how does that look now? Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Let's add in Weiss, Marvel. And this is Volume 3, right? Yep, Volume 3, Japanese. Now, I don't have a price on this. I have to go look it up, I guess. Excuse me. Marvel Volume 3 Weiss. What's up, guys? Let me turn on my iPad. I'm an iPad kid. You guys might be interested in this brand new product. We have a limited amount of it. I didn't buy tons of it because I wasn't really sure how well it would do. Marvel Weiss. Ooh, I'm seeing some of the cards in it. It looks fantastic. It usually does look fantastic. I mean, when doesn't it look good? Okay, can this be, I'm wondering if it can be sourced multiple ways. Let me see. Marvel 3. Let's see. No, nothing. How about Marvel Booster Box? No, nothing? All right, so that's interesting. All right. So I just have this one thing to go off of. Let's take a quick look at that. All right. 24 boxes. How many packs you think are in here? Probably 12, right? I bet it's 12. Let's see. We're picking out a price, guys. That's always really important. Oops. Looks like it's going to be close to $5 a pack. I could do less than $5 a pack. Let me see what I officially paid for this as well. Can I find it? Okay, I see what I paid for them. It's pretty much close to the retail price. I see. Dang, dude. I wish this guy would cut me a deal sometimes. You know, because you actually have to calculate, once you've paid the price for the item, you actually have to calculate an additional percentage of the cost as the import fee, meaning that Japanese cards are not so nice to sell anymore. This whole import fee thing, tariff thing, it's working because it makes me wonder, you know, what should I do on the price? And maybe I should just be buying more of the English cards, which are already in the United States and don't have the tariff. So let me multiply this by, I think it's like 15%. Okay, now divided by 24, divided by 12. Yeah, it's going to be $5, guys. All right, Marvel 3 Japanese, $5 a pack. Actually, how much is just a pure booster box? Let's see what a booster box is, because, you know, sometimes there's this odd thing that goes on where the booster boxes cost way more. No, okay, no, we're fine. Wait. No, hold on, let me choose this. His Mega Evolution should be 12 to 13 as well. Your Japanese 151 booster should be updated, and Mega Evolution should be 12 to 13. Really? Is it that crazy out there? Here, if that is true, if you're claiming that, I'll swap the Mega Evolution 12. It was at 11.5. It's hardly a change. And then you're saying Japanese 151 has changed. Is that right? Let's take a quick look. So the Marvel box will be $5, everybody. We did that live. We do a lot of prices live. You can find Weiss Marvel under the Marvel category, okay? All right, now I'm assuming that these are sold in packs of 12 per box. That's what I'm assuming. And then what happened with Mega Evolution? Did it go up, actually? Mega Evolution booster box. Is it going up? Is it going up? It's kind of crazy what Pokemon's doing these days. I see it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, we could have stuck with 11.5. We could have done 11.5, it seems. But we'll just leave it alone for a second here. Is it very popular? It seems like it's very popular. Death and Rivals at 600 a box. I heard about that. But Death and Rivals, let's check Japanese 151. I'm going to remove this stuff on the table here, guys. Give you some more space to look at the screen now. Do me a favor, smash that subscribe button and smash that like button. If you're already here and you're already subscribed, thank you so much. We are getting started for the daytime stream for today. You know, I'm supposed to start it at 4. I started at 5. I got to stop doing that. Can't help myself. I see Inferno coming. You know, I've placed an order for 4 cases of Inferno. That's not a crazy amount. Maybe I should be ordering more with the reveal of that Charizard. I don't know. Let's see. So, 151 is a 20-pack box, correct? Okay, and what are we charging on 151 Japanese? Yeah, you're right, actually. So 151's making a jump. Actually, you know what's curious to me is how good the price is and how little of it you guys bought. So you guys, for a while, 151 was untouched on the menu. It had not had a price update. And the price on it was quite good, and you guys didn't really open too much of it. We are. That's kind of how the menu's designed. The menu's sort of designed where we assume prices are slowly kind of moving up over time, and I give myself some leeway on the price, and then I just don't touch it for a while. And as booster boxes and the actual secondhand market move up, my price doesn't really change too much. So my price stays pretty attractive until I notice, and then I go, okay, well, we need to fix this now. That's kind of how this channel works. We are. Because I can't keep up with all the prices all day long. I'm not like a computer. I'm not a machine. So here it is, Marvel 3. Let's crack one open. Death and Rivals should be $17 a pack. Oh my God, dude. Mr. Jack, let me look into this, guys. I don't think that that's correct. Is it? Let me check the what are they called? They're called booster bundle cases. Booster bundle case destined rivals. Because we don't want to base our booster pack price just off of one destined rivals product. We want the cheapest possible product. So right now we sell booster bundles. I do have cases of the booster boxes, but we sell booster bundles. And those can be a little bit cheaper, and I want to make sure we get a cheaper price for you guys if possible, okay? So it's going to be based off of how much it would cost to restock a booster bundle case. Reporting Jack right now for trying to increase the pack price. No, I actually really appreciate it. Are you Jack Woodworth or Jack Gray? I can't remember. You know, I had a feeling about the 151 because it was getting purchased repeatedly, and I just said, we won't look into it for now. Divided by what? 25 divided by 6. Well, it does say that the price should be about 15 for the Destined Rivals, but that's much better than 17, actually. That's like $2 cheaper per pack. What do we have it at? We have 14.5 or something, right? Destined Rivals, 14.5. I'll go ahead and raise it to 15. But yeah, it makes sense that after the booster box really jumped up in price really significantly, that the cases of it should be more expensive. The booster bundle cases should be more expensive. Okay, so a booster bundle for Destined Rivals slightly more expensive. In fact, it's only $3 more expensive. Not a massive change at all. That could change, though. I'm just doing my job as mod. I love it. I really zoomed in, up and close and personal. Destined Rivals, $20 packs. His Mega Evolution should be 12. Damn sir, still streaming. Every GameStop gas booster at $200. You hen up hole. Make sure you get rest. I did get some rest. Cares kept me up a little bit last night for good reason. It's okay. He sells Pokemon accessories, Mr. Hill. Do you always update your prices often? Yeah, I used to. Here's how I used to do it. A long time ago, I used to have like a day where I would sit down at my computer and edit the menu. And I found that that's like, it's so time consuming and it's really difficult to do that. What I've found is doing the pricing sort of dynamically during the live stream has been like far more targeted and effective. Mainly because you guys kind of point out whatever's underpriced. How do you guys point this out? One serious way. You make a huge purchase or large consistent purchases of just one product. And I go, oh, that product's definitely changed. So it's sort of like a flag. You guys begin to reveal what it is that is too low in price. Like the other day was Mr. Imposter Gary Oak came in the stream and he said he wanted to buy 4 boxes of the prismatic SPC. And I'm like, nobody buys 4 boxes at a time. That's just not how it's done. And then I looked it up. My price was cheaper than eBay. It doesn't make any sense because eBay will charge you a tax at checkout and shipping and all that other stuff. And so, you know, my price was actually lower than that. And that meant if he bought those, I couldn't restock them and maintain my inventory if I wanted an inventory of them. So that would be a liquidation move where I'm reducing my inventory and not replacing it. You know, because to go back and have to buy 4 more off of, let's say, the secondhand market, I'd just be losing money after he bought it from me. And so that's how I knew when he asked that question, I said, that's not normal. People just buy about one SPC at a time, you know, for fun. But people start to make moves like that, 4 SPCs at a time, 1 sealed, when they realize it's underpriced. So that was sort of a red flag. And I said, all right, let's go check that one out. And sure enough, we were just really, really underpriced at that point. All right, let's see. I have moved some money around. We're shoving it all into one account so that I can make some larger purchases of product because that's where we are at right now. There it is. All the accounts drain into one account. We have Mr. Zachary Stekskowski, our good friend, Mr. Zach, box of Weiss Marvel. This is going to be your box, Mr. Zach. I really appreciate you being here, man. Here it is. I think Journey Together, it's going unnoticed right now due to all these big name sets. Journey Together, you know, there's always a Pokemon set that performs the least well, and maybe that's Journey Together right now. But the funny part is, it's a great set. It's really good. It's got a lot of fantastic cards in it. It's got great holos in it. Yeah, it's got Lily in it. Lily's Clefairy looks great. It's got Articuno. It's got a cool looking Wailord. There we are. Look at that. Yeah, it's not a bad set by any stretch of the imagination, but because it's surrounded by so many other good sets, it has no choice but to be the cheaper one. It has no choice. I just cash-apped for the Bowser break. Oh, it's close, guys. 2 spots on Bowser, everybody. 2 spots, okay? We are going to start accepting pre-order break spots for a box of the new set, Mega Evolution. I should get that started. Let me just show that off to you guys. Give me a second here. We do this when a new set is coming out, and we don't have it yet, but maybe the rest of the world is getting it. Mega Evolutions. So this is just like the other box break, which we're not going to cancel that one. That one's going to continue running. We put this under vintage box break because sort of it's out of print. But this is the Mega Evolutions box break. It's going to be $40. Let me just get a quick understanding of it. Divided by 40. It looks like it's supposed to be 11 out of 40. Wow, that's too much. That is too much. So $40. 1 in 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Kind of puts the other box, Astral Radiance, into perspective. This one's actually out of print, and it's only 116. This one's a 111. It just came out. Wow, Pokemon's on fire. People really want those golden cards. They want those alternative arts. Venusaur, Lucario, Gardevoir. So much good stuff going on in Mega Evolution, you know. All right, Mr. Zach. Free Palestine. Ooh, I saw that UN conversation, the UN speech Trump gave. Man, we're living in not the worst times, really, actually, when you think about it. You know, World War II, but man, he was saying some really controversial stuff. He was kind of up there criticizing the UN really heavily. He was saying, oh, you let all these immigrants in. It's not Europe anymore. That's basically what he was saying. And he was saying, oh, we're going to have Sharia law in the West. And yeah, it's man, that takes some guts to go up there and say all that, you know. It's sort of like criticizing the world. He must just be this guy who really believes it. Here we go. Here's Spidey Man. Here's Spidey Man. But it was very controversial, and I saw a lot of comments. Some people strongly agreeing with him. Some people condemning him, like, oh, he's the worst. Here we go. Ooh, Cyclops. Look at that. Very nice. But he was saying that, you know, with Palestine, by recognizing Palestine, you're basically rewarding. Ooh, this is cool. What is this? New episodes, new era? What are these, like, collectible cards? And it's on a card? What? That's a card binder. What a weird card. It's like breaking the fourth wall or something. All right. Cool. That is one of your full arts. Here's Captain America. Ooh, he looks, he better get back to mogging, because I don't know. This guy looks a little, his face is looking a little smushed. Anyways, yeah, so he was disagreeing pretty much with Australia, the UK, and Canada, and France for recognizing Palestine as a state. And he was saying, hey, you know, they did this whole attack on October 7th and took a bunch of prisoners, and that's why there's a war over there, because they also have not returned the prisoners, and now you're kind of rewarding them by recognizing them as a state when they haven't done the thing. So he was up there, man, kind of just, he just does not care, man. He is not scared of what he says, it seems. Here it is. He's definitely probably not popular at all. I think he at one point said that there's no point to the UN. He said the United States solved a couple of wars, and we did it without the UN. So why do we even have a UN? It's kind of interesting. Whoa, look at that Spider-Man. He's got like wires and stuff. I have no clue what's going on in this Marvel card. Okay, and here's Iron Man, the Man of Iron. Think you missed one pack. I think you missed one 2 packs ago. Okay, no problem. We're going to go back through. We don't want to miss any. We don't want to miss any. We are. I like this Spider-Man. So what's the right move? Shove money into these expensive sets or into securing a lot more Journey Together product? You could take a position where you don't know what the smartest move is. And what you do is you just take a little bit of everything, because then you can't miss, but you're going to have like an average return, right? Just like in the stock market, basically. So like you can take a slice of every stock, and one of them is going to do better than the rest. And since you have a slice of it, that went up. And since you took a slice of the worst company, that goes down, and it averages out. So you're just taking a position in Pokemon as a whole. Now, if you're very clever and think you can predict which set's going to make the most money over time, like for example, if you had just bought a whole bunch of Team Up in the past, you'd have done really good with all that Team Up. But if you think you're clever and can pick out the better set, then you can just go do that. You can say, you know what? I think this set's going to go nuts over time. But like, so for example, me, I bought a whole bunch of Destiny Rivals, not because I thought the pulls were the best ever, but because it's Team Rocket. Don't need any other reason. And so I bought like 10 cases of that to hold on to. And that, so far, that's been a good move. And it's just my, you know, feeling that Team Rocket's worth it. Tossing this out. All right. So first box of Marvel. Wow, that's cool, man. Look at this. They got all the actors from the movie on this. I didn't watch this. Was this good? Cool, man. All right. No stamp in there, Mr. Zach. That's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for stamps. What Pokemon Japanese sets have the best hits are likely to pull the most? Well, if you want to talk about the best Japanese sets ever, I don't really comment on this all the time, but the 151 Japanese set, not only is 151 popular, but in the Japanese set, you get that exclusive Master Ball that the English set did not get. So as a result of that, I have a decent number of chunks of cases of 151 Japanese. And I think if you were going to open some Japanese product, that's a really solid one to open. All right, Mr. Zach. Mr. Zach. Buy Pokemons and all the toilet paper. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Takes a lack of brain cells. Ooh, that looks cool. Card of a card. Yeah, cardception. Hey, Mr. Just the AO pack break. Still have slots left. Yes, I believe it has 4 spots left. Here it is. There it is. All right. He talks about aimless, misinterpreted politics like a Snapple bottle cap. He doesn't talk super elegantly. He talks kind of like in this, people make fun of him like 3rd grade manner. But the subjects he talks on, he takes really clear positions. So you know exactly what he's saying. It's really obvious left versus right. I'm all for managed democracy. To be honest, they're just the mouthpiece, left or right. The overlords just put on a show. Oh, yeah? The puppet master, is that what you're saying, Mr. Area? Why does every politician go kiss the wall of Israel, says Jeremy. Israel's got a lot of controversy right now. They are not looked at very well right now because people see the people of Palestine hurting really bad, and it looks like, similar to a genocide. Israel will say something like, well, they've got our prisoners still, they've got our hostages, and they attacked us first, and we want them back. And so I don't think they're going to stop. I think they're just going to keep going. And maybe one day they get the... Here's what I think. When we gave billions of dollars for the hostages, not under the Trump administration, but under the Biden administration. This was just before October 11th. We don't talk about this enough. Just before October 11th, Joe Biden paid billions of dollars for just a couple of hostages. Right after that occurred, that was when Hamas did their big attack. He paid that money to Iran for just a couple of people, like 3 or 4 people, billions of dollars. And my opinion is that when he did that, he made it appear very profitable to kidnap people. And I think that probably played a role, besides the fact that you funded them, the value of holding a hostage, even just a couple, is, really clear. Because you don't really have to defeat Donald Trump or Israel or anyone. You just have to wait for a new president to come along and say, hey, we'll sell this to you. Or sell it to another country who will work with the United States as well. So you could say, hey, other country, would you like to buy these people from us? And then you can sell it off to the United States president or whoever works over there. So I think that he put a price tag on people's head when he did that because it was way too much money. Here's Mr. Romaldo Green Martinez. What's up, man? All right, so you're going into that Bowser, Romaldo. Nice to meet you. This is your first time orders. Really nice to meet you. My name's Derek Caton. We all use our real names over here. We are. Okay. Very nice. You're going into that Bowser break. Very good. The long queues were during the COVID times. All right. Yeah, we've had some long queues before. I mean, occasionally we still get a long queue where it's like you have to wait an hour for your turn and it's real bad. Usually that happens when like a new product launches or a couple new product launches, or we get a couple of big buyers in the stream at the same time and they both want to, buy up a ton of stuff at the same time. But one of the things that really cut back down on the wait times, a long time ago, we hosted a single very popular stream and there was just one big line for that stream. Then we started hosting eventually a daytime stream because the lines were so bad in the nighttime stream. Now we fully host a long daytime stream. So the lines really aren't so bad because you split it between 2 groups. They no longer have to pile into one stream. They can pick one of the 2 streams and get their orders done. And it really, that really reduced the wait times. But not just that, there's a lot of competition out there. There's all these other rip and ships, a lot of them, honestly. And we don't we have to fight to get customers and a community. We have to put up value for you guys. And so, you know, I really appreciate you guys choosing to hang out here. I know you guys have a choice. And if there's some way I can improve it or make it better for you guys, just let me know, because I'm actually curious about that, you know. Let's see. I'll just spend mines on the male dancers once Mr. gets them at our hotel. What? The AI bubble is going to burst. I'm getting cash ready to buy puts on NVIDIA, SPY, Microsoft, and AI companies. Who knows? Hey, Mr. Serious question. I saw your past live years ago. Whatever happened to all those people in your chat? You had like a whole bunch and long queues before. Oh, okay. That was the question. Yeah, so I would say there's two parts to it. First of all, there was a point a long time ago where I had almost no competition at all. And so, again, there was no Whatnot. There was no TikTok shops. Even when those things started, it was really fringe. There weren't that many people, you know, joining those. And over time, I would say the market spread out among many, many people online. There must be like thousands of rip and shippers now, or hundreds or something, right? You have eBay Live now. I get that pushed on me all the time, eBay Live. eBay Live, there's so many people doing it now that the fact that we maintain a nice little community here makes me very happy. And we have a great thing going on, you know, and we'll keep working on that all the time. So, you know, back then, though, there was just, again, virtually no competition. So we had this really big, really huge queue. But then also, again, I explained the other thing that reduced the queue and reduced the crowding in the live streams, double live streams. One live stream a day versus now 2 live streams a day. So that makes, I think, a big impact on how crowded the stream can feel and how bad the line can get. Because we do get products that are kind of unique, or like experiences that are unique, like this jumbo pack break, and people come into the stream for stuff like this, but now they can choose daytime or nighttime. They don't have to be at both. In fact, I think only the most hardcore fans show up to both. I missed the notification. Better late than never. Oh yeah, notifications. Sometimes we use up all our notifications. All right, thank you so much for that. Victor Kiko is next. He ordered 2 spots for the mega box break. Oh yes, okay, so we're doing a pre-order break. This is a pre-order box break. One person gets the whole box. For Mega Evolution, so this thing right here, it represents this as well. It's just like one of these, except I don't have the box on hand yet. It's on the way. It's being shipped to me, okay? So Mega Evolution's booster box coming on the way. We're going to get you 2 spots in there, Mr. Victor. Thank you so much. So he's risking his money pretty much for a chance at a whole box for $40. Somebody's going to pull it. We don't know who, but it's $40. You get the whole box to yourself. It's not evenly split amongst everybody who joins. Just one person takes the whole box. It'll be a lot of fun. We host these pre-order box breaks pretty much every time a new big product comes out. You have a chance to jump in one of those. Bowser with only 2 spots left is very interesting. It is almost done. Did you always have the same logo? Yeah, actually, this logo carries over from my other YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel called TheCardconomist, and I'll show you that real fast. So this is my second YouTube channel. The other one was really successful, but I sort of let it die off. So yeah, this channel is so dead. There's not much going on over here. Let's see. So if I were to show you, let's see. How do I show it to you as if I was on YouTube? Let's jump over here. What is this music, dude? I didn't sign up for this. Get me out of here. I like showing off my other channel. You know, I worked really hard on it, but I never get to show it off anymore. All right, so let's just see. There we go. All right, so here's the other channel. Check it out. Oops. See, it's a black and white swirl. Pretty neat. And that channel made it all the way up to 133,000 subscribers. But I don't post there anymore at all. It's a dead channel now. I posted a couple Monster Hunter Wilds videos. They didn't do super well. And we used to do Monster Hunter and Dark Souls on this channel especially. But also we used to do Pokemon. So we had Pokemon as well. And I'm going to go ahead and log out of here. You know, I was ready to really work hard on the new Monster Hunter on this other YouTube channel. And I ran into a couple problems. First of all, way too difficult to run 2 channels. Extremely challenging. That is the kind of business of somebody who has truly no life. And so I couldn't do it just because I didn't have the physical time for it. But the other thing is, I played Monster Hunter Wilds for a little bit, and my gut knew this is not, you know, the game. It's not going to be this game that has the sort of staying power that Monster Hunter World had. I could just sense it. I could feel it in my gut. I was like, nah, people are going to get tired of this. So that's why I didn't commit myself to the new game. It just didn't feel like it was at the level of Monster Hunter World. All right, let's see. We've got an order over here from our friend, Mr. Jonas. He's ready for a round of shipping. Oh, here you go, Jonas. Now, wait a second. Did he order this last night? Yes, he did. All right, Jonas. Mr. Jonas, is he watching right now? Let's see. I'm only here because of when Mr. drinks his Spindrift and goes, ah. Imagine that box has a gold Lucario in it. I found a Derek Caton YouTube channel with a couple of videos and it had a gray swirl. That might be an old channel where I uploaded a couple little songs I wrote. Nothing really seriously, just some fun stuff on a garage. What do they call it? Garage band. Nothing really serious. It was just I did that a long time ago in college and wanted to upload them because I knew I'd probably lose that iPad, which I sort of did. But those are just little electronic songs, and that's it. That was the song channel. Mister, you know what you could do with that channel? You can get an editor and a gamer who plays games, and they can both make simple gaming tutorials for any random game. A lot of people can search how to. You are correct. So I could manage that channel. I could hire people to work on it. It's a lot of work to do all that, man. It is a lot of work. But you're correct. Yeah, you can find an editor. Of course, the editor kind of has to be good at the game. They have to understand what they're editing. And then the person playing has to be very good. And then we could just, you're right, we could just make it an information channel. And then I'm a publisher. I'm not a gamer. I'm a publisher. So I've thought exactly the same ideas as you just mentioned. Okay, let's get this working. Mr. Jonas, he ordered a round of shipping. You should play those songs on stream sometime. So I do have the original iPad where they were written, and they were further edited to sound better. But not just that, I actually wrote a couple of songs on that iPad. Maybe I should recharge it for you guys sometimes, the iPad, and play those songs. Back then, Karis and I were in college for computer science, and we were talking about how one day we want to make video games together. You know, just a small studio, independent, made-up video games. And we never did that because I ended up becoming a YouTuber, and this became my passion. But, you know, I still would have enjoyed working on a video game. I think it would have been great. You already have a fan base, and with short, you would make bank, says Rain Bryant. You know, maybe you're right. Well, you know, the goal is eventually to play Pokemon over there. All right, let's see. Pokemon's going to come out. We might be playing that. One of the problems I have with that channel, though, I never get a good setup. When we were playing Monster Hunter Wilds, I had this deathly uncomfortable chair. All right, Mr. Jonas, I need to get his email, and then I need to get his phone number. So sadly, the first time you get shipped internationally, for whatever reason, the software doesn't save your information. Isn't that weird? It only saves it the second time. And that is definitely some programming thing. Dude, it's hot in here, man. It's hot in this room. We're in that time period where it's cold enough outside that the AC doesn't trigger. And the room gets stuffy. It needs like fresh air in here. All right, let's try and find this. Mr. Jonas. Oh, no. Oh, wait, here it is. Okay, yeah, he shared his phone number. Perfect. Do you still have the Tag 10 Celebrations Venusaur? Celebrations Venusaur. I don't think I do. I can't think of that one. I know what it looks like, but I can't remember that one being around. Did you already check the September slab channel in Discord? That's where you would want to check. All right, let's see how heavy this is. I don't think this guy has a slab, right? Okay. We're going to say dimensions. All right. In your expert opinion, I just bought a base set booster box. Poor investment? I paid $25,000. Ah, man. I know why you're asking that question. You're not going to like my answer. The answer is going to be poor investment. I'm sorry, man. All right. You're not going to do badly. I mean, you might still do much better than the stock market. You could have done a lot with 25,000 though. And would that have been my pick? No. For example, do you see me buying, Team Rocket first edition booster boxes? No. You see me buying Destin Rivals. And I could be totally wrong about that. The old WOTC boxes could suddenly jump. Historically, they're not doing that. They are rising a little bit, but not at the rate of some of the brand new stuff. There's an explanation for that too. All right, let's see. It's about understanding price points, pain points that humans can tolerate or not. And those booster boxes are at a pain point that really only the richest guys can afford them. And so they don't have the same movement as a product that can go from $5 a pack to $10 a pack. And then to $15 and then to $20. All right, so we're going to set the value of this to 35 bucks. All right. That's the beauty. If you're international watching this, the beauty of these pack openings in America is when it comes to shipping you your product, we can claim that your open cards aren't worth a terribly large amount. Because it's kind of true, right? Like raw cards can be really hard to distinguish their value, but they are all packed fresh. They're nice. But the guy at the, the import officer, he doesn't understand any of that. So we can just kind of claim they're kind of cheap. And I don't think we've ever had a problem with that. The only time we've ever had a problem was with slabs. Speaking of which, I got to work on NHCC's shipping today for sure, 100%. Because Miss Alexis is coming in tomorrow, so that's my plan, is to have that done. All right. There's no more room to grow on Destin Rivals. Oh, yeah? We are? All right. All done growing, huh? Place that over there. All right, cool. Destin Rivals hit its ceiling. Here's Gliscor, he's still up here, I guess. Here's Elma, and here's Jinx. So I think I can conclude you guys don't want these three. I'm going to set these over here. DR going to be spending it in a year. Now, we're done taking care of that shipping order. Here's a Kara Nichols order. Paying off slab away, saved up. Can you show it off? Kara Nichols, who just paid 7 hours ago. Is Kara Nichols in the stream? I would love to show this off. Let's go look for this. Yeah. Okay, Andrew. I'm very happy with Kara Nichols for having finished this slab. All right, let's see. What's this? Edberto, Nicholas, Joey. Joey Maycumber, where did he go? I should send him a message and tell him to come back. Ahaha, there it is. Yeah. Hey, I sent to Cash App, and I couldn't send my address in the notes. If you are needing to ship, like if you're ordering a round of shipping, you can simply email me that. Let me show you the email. It's very easy. The email is TheCardconomist@gmail.com. So that's where you can send me all your shipping information. You don't have to do that right now unless you're ordering a round of shipping. That's when we ship, is when you order a round of shipping. Right? So we're really all about card storage too. That's what we do over here. When you buy stuff, we store your cards until you order a round of shipping. So that was Kara Nichols paying off slab away. Congratulations. So there it is. Ta-da! That's a 2019 signature from Sneaker Bunko. Okay, good. Now we have an order NHCC. Before it jumps again, 2 DR packs. There you go, man. All right. So Destin Rivals, we are selling ours out of the booster bundles. And so they're not quite as expensive as the ones from the booster boxes. But hey, it's the same product. So the booster boxes are going to act more like a collector's item probably. But these are still the same high-quality stuff. Grass on that Lugia. All right, let's see. Ooh. Repo. I set $9 for shipping on Cash App. All right, sounds good. So you'll want to email me your shipping address. Sound good? Mister, would you be considered a rip and shipper, a scalper? Scalper! You could argue that. Yeah, you could say this guy, Carddass, he buys stuff so that he can sell it at a higher price. And so you could argue that I'm a rip and shipper. I think you'd have to say anybody doing that is a rip and shipper. So all the guys sitting at, you know, like collecticons with big cases full of slabs, you'd have to call them scalpers. You'd have to call your local card shop where they buy stuff off the secondhand market and fill their shelves up. You'd have to say, well, you know, if you're buying stuff off the secondhand market to mark it up, that's scalping. Only when you buy stuff straight from the distributor are you not scalping. So you could call anybody a scalper if they do a behavior where they buy cards with the intention of reselling them profitably. And the problem is most people are doing that. So you could look at me another way. You could look at me as a place to shop where you know I've put together a nice experience and you can find stuff you want. You can rely on me being live a lot of the time. So it's like, you know, if you're wanting to buy something, hey, Carddass is going to be there. And he's going to have everything and it's going to be in stock, you know. So like you go to Walmart, it's not always in stock. But, you know, some people claim, well, the reason it's not in stock is because of all these scalpers. And so, but it's a difficult problem because I would say the real problem deeper down is just there's too much demand, not enough product. Like during 2023 and 2024, you could go to Walmart and just buy the product at Walmart. I was still live back then, but nobody considered me a quote unquote scalper during that time period because there's just plenty of product. So the real problem is that there's just not enough product. And if there simply was, you wouldn't have any problems where you feel like, oh, well, look at all these greedy sellers. They have product, you know. So all the problems can be solved if Pokemon just printed enough, which they never do. But how could they? Because everybody wants it so bad. Everybody wants it. Even the distributors are getting greedy. Like, have you heard distributors, they make friends outside of the distribution, and then those friends run like card shops, and then those card shop friends, they get priority, stuff like that. Like, you know, let's say you're a distribution company, and you're like, hey, this is the new gold and diamonds. And you call up a family member and say, I got cash for you. You're going to take my cash and open a Pokemon card shop right now. And I'm going to distribute to you, my friend and my family, so that we can get rich together. You know, so you don't think they're doing that? They're definitely doing that. Here's Brad Bettle for my slab away loan. You got it, Mr. Brad? All right. Let's see. Mr. Brad. But it's a common accusation. Scalper this, scalper that. Here's one thought I have about scalping. I think the worst offenders of all are the people who use computers to auto-buy product that is meant for you guys, like straight from the Pokemon website. I do not touch the Pokemon website. The way I operate is I have suppliers and I have systems that I use to get product. But the guys who use, you know, auto purchase bots to buy all the product off of the Pokemon website, that's nasty. That is so bad. Should be illegal. I also don't shop for any of my product at Walmart or Target or Sam's Club or any of those places. I don't do anything like that. So you will never have to worry about someone like me taking that product directly off the shelves. I just don't do that. I don't shop the Pokemon website and I don't shop at your local Walmart or Target. And that's because I kind of agree that scalping is a problem. But most of all, I think those robots are a really bad problem. The other thing I'd say that's more like an annoyance, but you can't really stop it. I don't like it when there's people who are buying and selling cards who are not passionate about Pokemon. I'm extremely passionate about the product. I grew up collecting Pokemon. It was one of the only good things in my childhood. And today I have a really prestigious Pokemon card collection because when you buy cards here, I just take the profits and I buy cards with it. Not, you know, just to have a good card collection. That's it. And, you know, I do a lot of cheerleading, so you hear me come around and I'll say, oh, my God, look how expensive this is. But it's really, even if it wasn't going up, even if it wasn't, let's say, beating the stock market, I'd probably still be buying these. Maybe not as much, but I'd still be buying them because deep down, I just really love Pokemon cards. But so does everyone else, which is why they're doing so well. But yeah, people who are in it, who are not passionate about it, they're just passionate about money. That is annoying. But what can you do about it? Next up, we got Andy Dirksen. Here you go, Andy. You are next. We are? I do a lot of cheerleading. NHCC says, no hollow, no hollow, no hollow, no hollow. You're not a scalper. Your price is on the roof, on through the roof. You're reliable. We know where to find you for the product. You always have product in stock. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Dennis. I finally found 2025 Halloween Pokey today. The vendor in my area got fired for insider trading. Exactly. Exactly. The distributor, the guy who works for the distributor, the Pokemon shop owner who's a family member of the distributor. I mean, this is the new gold manipulated market era. Like, this is the new gold and diamonds. It's really crazy, right? Like, I should have 5 sons and we'll call ourselves the Rothschilds, and I'll move them into Japan, Korea, right? I'll move a child into Thailand, and we'll get every language. One child to go to China, and we'll all work together to control the outcome of the Pokemon market. And that's how it feels right now, man. It's so crazy, dude. But it's a crazy time period, and there's no way that these distributor owners don't get into that kind of stuff. Like, of course they have friends, of course they have family members, and they're saying, look, we can give you priority when it's time to distribute. You get your butt in there, and we'll get you some good product, and you can just easily flip it. And then you'll give a cut back to Daddy, won't you? Daddy's got to wet his beak. You don't think they're doing that? Somebody out there is doing that. Not all of them, but somebody out there is doing that. They got a family member who owns a card shop, and they get all the distribution they want, and then they get to post that up on eBay and just make endless profit. You are? It's like a free money button. And so everyone's mad at like scalpers and stuff. I would say distributors who cheat and do that kind of stuff, insider trading, whatever you want to call it, those guys are bad. And then the guys who use robots to buy all the Pokemon card product off the Pokemon website that's meant for normal customers, those guys are really bad. Both of those groups got to go. We are. All right, you ready? White House being bullish with Pokemon Invest. You're talking about that really gross video they posted. Do you think that Pokemon will, man, that was not appropriate. You think Pokemon will sue them or something? I mean, there's no way the Pokemon company would allow them to use their music in some sort of ice raid, you know, meme style video. That's insanity, dude. That's some of the craziest stuff I've seen. Reminds me a little bit of politics and Pokemon. The last time I saw that was probably Hillary Clinton saying, how do we get them to go to the Pokemon Go polls or something like that? They need to go to the Pokemon polls. I'm not chasing single cards anymore. Sealed packs only for me. I want Donald Trump to shout out Pokemon LMAO. Well, I don't wish for too much, because if he does that, maybe a bunch of people would be turned off by it, you know? So Pokemon is its own thing. It should be left alone. Pokemon Go to the polls. Oh, yeah. Classic internet moment. We are, ooh. I've seen that clip so many times now because people will turn it into like a video of the craziest political moments. There we go. You hear people talking about Pokemon Go. I want to know, how do we get them to Pokemon Go to the polls? Wow, thanks, Mom. This is so crazy, dude. Hey, what's up, Coeli? What's up, man? Mr. Coeli. Coeli DeVille. We have that Bowser break. It has 2 spots left on it. Did anyone else snatch a spot in the Bowser break? It's real close. When did we get these cards? They just arrived. These are the new Marvel 3 cards. We've got just 2 cases of it, not the craziest amount. We are. If it's super duper duper popular, maybe we'll keep it going. I have the plan, trust me and product. Trust him and product. My buddy's been doing it since 2021. I chose 90% Pokies, 10% crypto. He did the opposite. So he put all his money in crypto. You know, crypto does well too. Bitcoin is pretty far up from 2021. If you bought in 2021, here we are. Huh, this one's a different holographic. Excuse me. All right. Andy, thank you so much, Andy. Andy Dirksen. Here we are. Just driving home. Traffic sucks. My buddy's been doing it for a while. I mean, you probably did great. Still obvious. Chelsea Clinton over here rolling her eyes. That was almost 10 years ago. Yep, 2016. Time flies, guys. 2016 was the election between Trump and Hillary Clinton. And that was almost 10 years ago. Getting real close to 10 years. That's how much older we all are from that time point in our lives. Blaziken, Pillow Swine, Mario. Wahoo! Boop, 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 boop. That's Luigi, actually. And I marked him at 80 bucks. That's just too high. That was the price I found online, I'm pretty sure. But I just feel like that's a lot of money for this card. We're going to say 60. There we go. All right, beautiful. Sexy. Mr. NHCC jumped me in the Astral Radiance box and 4 packs of Mega Brave. So, yes, let's get that. Have no fear. That box is kept sealed no matter what, unless you tell me to open it. So, by default, the box stays sealed. I'm up more than him right now. He's up, I think, 3,200. That almost buys you 1 Pokemon box. We are? All right. DR booster boxes are not getting reprinted. We don't know that. They could be reprinted. They could definitely be reprinted. 2, 3. That set's not that old. That set is not that old at all. And it's a rocket set, too. It could be reprinted like crazy. So we don't know. There we go. That's one of the problems with quote-unquote investing in Pokemon. Invest! One of the problems is you just don't know how much of the product they're going to make. Like, they're still making 151. They're still making Crown Zenith. They're still making Prismatic. You don't know how much they're going to make. They can make endless amounts of it. Okay, we got Isaac Thomas. Jumbo. Oh, wait. We need his 4 Mega Braves. Let's get those Mega Braves, everybody. I have to go get more Mega Braves. I'll be right back. All right, that's it. That's it. So, is this going up in price as a result of the English product being so unbelievably expensive? Let me see. Should I get the Korean version? One Piece, Japanese, Mega Brave. No, our price is what it should be. All right, cool. Mega Brave for Whip. Read full message. Okay, so the Mega Brave is for Whip. Let's do it. Is that Clefairy from Pokemon Quest? Yes, that is Clefairy from Pokemon West. DR won't be reprinted. They are busy with the Mega sets now. You never know. You never know. But yeah, I mean, the pattern has been that Pokemon reprints other kinds of products. So they reprint like booster bundles and they reprint premium collections. Right? Like we have that stamped Moltres collection coming out eventually, don't we? But again, that just makes me think like there's going to be plenty, guys. There's going to be plenty of Desperajos. Right now we have ours at the lower price because it's based on the booster bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get spots 2 and 7 in the pre-sale box? Just wondering. You can. It doesn't improve your odds. You gotta mess my list up, man. Let's see. People get really 1, 2, Victor, Kokiko. This does not improve your odds because, as you know, it is shuffled, and then somebody splits it. So spot number 1 and spot number 11 have exactly the same odds as every other spot. I'm used to this, though. People always get superstitious about spots number 1 especially. Nobody wants spot number 1. I don't know why. They always think that the hit's always lower in the packs, but it has exactly the same odds as all spots. So occasionally, about 1 in 11 times, spot number 1 wins. And we prove that over and over again. But everyone wants to avoid spot number 1. All right, there we go. You do a good job shuffling. Please forgive me. It's okay. It is fascinating, though. Doesn't it make you stop and look at yourself in the mirror a little bit? Like, in the end, we really are just animals, you know? Like, we have, like, a gut instinct telling us, hey, that spot right there, we don't want to be in the front lines. Hide out in the back lines. Let the person in the front line take the brunt of the bad, you know, odds or something. But yeah, our brains don't work like computers or calculators. Our brains work like animals. It's really fascinating. Here's Steelix. Another Steelix, the better looking Steelix, and a cold one. All right, there it is. When I bought Silver Tempest, the Lugia Altart was in the very first pack. Wow. Was that with us? Here we are. I've seen Spot win for sure. Just my favorite numbers. Here we are. Look at this Steelix. Rare. Ooh. Ooh, I like that Steelix. I thought reprints would need to happen with Pokemon every 1 to 2 years because of the trading card game. I opened some Mega Sets yesterday. They're sick. Here we are. All right, Mr. NHCC. So NHCC with an N. All right. With an N. That's going to be right. No. Joshua Whipple with the J. Here it is. All right. I got distracted. Here it is, Joshua Whipple. That was when I bought a box from my neighbor. Oh, cool, man. You bought a box from your neighbor and it had the Lugia in the first pack. That's so wild. Okay. And we'll place this up here. I will place this up here. All right. So now we have an order. Isaac Thomas, Jumbo Yeehaw. Jumbo. Oh, the Jumbo break. How many people are left in here for the Jumbo break? Okay, so you are spot number 3. That Jumbo goes off all the time, man. Okay. Isn't that Luigi and not Mario? They called it Mario, but we both know if it's green, it's Luigi. Back then, I don't think they had Mario and Luigi yet. I don't think that was a thing yet, right? This was from Super Mario, or no. What was it called? I can't remember. This was from one of the oldest games where it was like an arcade game, right? And they didn't have the concept of Mario and Luigi yet. But player 1 was red and player 2 was green. All right, what do we got next? We got a couple orders. Here is Mr. Caleb Ibarra, and he says, for Prismatic Lucario PC. Prismatic, is that right? I think he means UPC. Okay, for Prismatic Lucario. You got it, man. Let me go grab it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open it in the other room because there's no room in here, but I'm going to have all your promos and all the boosters, so I'll be right back. You can listen to this trippy, weird-ass music. Oh, wait, do we have one right here? Okay, we actually have a box in here. I'll just open it in here. These boxes generate crazy amounts of trash. It's kind of crazy. Woo. There is so much trash with these. I feel like I could rent a 4th dumpster. Did you guys know we have 3 dumpsters to handle all the trash we generate? All right, how about this? All right. Set this here for a second. Put this back on. Flip this around. Oops, that card's gonna get... The jumbo cards are super annoying. There's so many of them. All right. Yeah, I couldn't have done this while sitting in that chair. It's got to be done standing up. It just doesn't make sense to do it in the chair. It's too messy. There it is. What is this music, dude? A parkour floor routine just to get back to the chair. Yeah. Here we go. So we got Lucario. Dude, it's so hot in here. I got to turn my fan on for sure. It's like, it's not hot. I can feel it's sort of like stuffy airs. The AC's not triggering because it's too cold outside now. And yet it's still pretty warm in here. Oh, let me see. What can I get in here? Wait, does it go faster? Let's see. That's too much, right? Let's see, that's too loud too. All right, so hopefully a little air flowing. All right, just cool it down a little bit. That actually says prismatic evolutions on it. So interesting. But this one says Scarlet Violet, see, like base set. And then if you look at this one, it says Paldea Evolved. How curious. Because the artwork comes from Paldea Evolved. So cool. Okay, those are all yours. And now all these prismatics, these are for Mr. Caleb Ibarra. I've still got all your cards, Mr. Caleb. They're safe over here if you ever want to ship some. You are. And reveal how many cards you've got. You are. No one needs to know about that. Saw a Raucous Mewtwo that had a winter stamp bottom right of the holo. Ever heard of that? Was it a Team Rockets Mewtwo? You know, like an old style one. I think I've seen that. This, like with the like from Gym Challenge or something. Yeah, I've seen that. Those used to be relatively cheap. It's probably super expensive now. Actually, I used to own a Team Rockets Mewtwo Gym Challenge and a bunch of other Gym Challenge cards, and I sold them all because I thought to myself, you know, these are pretty easy to get. They're not that expensive. So I sold it because I wanted the cash to buy stuff that I considered more rare. Not a good move. I should have kept it all. I already had it. All right, you ready? I get so much pressure to sell my stuff, you know, from people who want stuff to buy. Here's Pikachu. Wow. First pack, well-centered looking Pikachu. Awesome, dude. Beautiful. Golden Pikachu coming out on his first pack. Wow. That's why I was told after my PSA sub with all my SPs, same Vic, Boa is Bay. Oh my, McDonald's Dragon went up. Yes, McDonald's Dragon is on the rise finally. It's not really that big of a surprise. I mean, it's got Umbreon, Rayquaza, Dragonite, Pikachu, and more in it. That was going to happen, you know. Here we are. Here we are. I'm thinking I don't even need to sell them. I'd have just pop them open, get them all graded. There's Roaring Moon. Kind of like the Trick or Trade, actually. You can buy Trick or Trade on the menu right now. It's $2 a pack. Chance for a Gengar. Like what? I can just store that Gengar product in my inventory forever. And then every time I do a round of grading, I can just open some myself and send it off to grade. That's one of those discussions I have with myself. Like, how should we really be doing this? Here's Umbreon. Here's a Leafeon. Ta-da. All right, Leafeon gone. Here's... Oh, this pack feels heavy. What the hell? Here's Pheasantipity. McDonald's Dragon is great. It's a good set. Yeah, it's a good set for sure. Dusclops. One of the best cards ever to be created. Now, Dusclops doesn't get enough love, man. He's a cool Pokemon. Look at him. That's cool. He's creepy looking. Here's Ogerpon. A holographic Metal Energy. I need to get another manga to make it 5. Man, I'd love to see that Trafalgar Law finish. That guy's been stuck for a long time too, hasn't he? He's been stuck. That guy's not moving. He's all the way up to 8. All the way up to 8. We must not have enough One Piece guys in here. Or maybe most of them already got Trafalgar Law. But he is just sitting there forever. Here's Eevee. Here's Snorlax. It's Snorlax. We got Furfrou, Terrapagos. The Bowser Poker Break has 2 spots remaining. We have a new pre-order box break for Mega Evolution. Looks like this. You guys might recognize this from the past. We do this pretty much every time a new set's coming out. If we don't have it on hand, we do a pre-order box break. 40, 1 in 11. One person gets the whole box for 40 bucks. Everyone else misses. Here's, you get a plain Pokemon card. Here's Carmine. Ooh. I'll buy some Lost Spots to move it along. Yeah, you could pick up like 1 spot and it might, you know, encourage people to finish it off. I don't know. But there we go. Just remember, you might also miss. And so be sure you're not just doing a charity on it. Be sure you're ready to miss out on that money if you miss. But I would, you know, if you're moving it and you hit the card, I'd love that. Here's Dipplin Master Ball card. Ooh, Dipplin. Dipplin's kind of a cool Pokemon. I think it kind of makes sense. His friends in Paldea. It's not too bad. How many junk packs you got? Not too many. Actually, you guys buy those junk packs like crazy. So the junk packs, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 left. And then I'm sold out of junk. Feels good, actually, you know, because those junk cards really do come from like a pile of cards where I don't know what to do with them. I just got them all lying around, and I go, what do I do with all this stuff? So it's nice to see it kind of going, kind of moving, even if it doesn't go for very much. And if it makes you guys happy, I'm happy. All right, throwing that away. Mr. Caleb Ibarra, let's take a quick look at your pulls. Lots of pulls in here. We got Leafeon, Friends in Paldea, Master Ball Dipplin, Carmine, Furfrou, Terrapagos, this Snorlax EX, which is kind of nice, Ogerpon, Sneasel, Leafeon, Holographic Umbreon, Hippopotas, Roaring Moon, Dragapult, Hydrapple. It's a really good Golden Pikachu right at the start. Nice. And then you got, of course, your stamped cards. Nice. Okay. The Pikachu was a pretty good pull, and he popped out right away. And then anything extra is just sort of like the cherry on top. Now, what do we got going on with you? Here, you have a bag right here, actually. That was easy. What? Found your bag in like 2 seconds. Gold Pikachu is nice for sure. I got 4 wanted posters too. We don't want to talk about SPs though. How many junk packs you got? Gold cards on the rise. Alpha Nami is even better than a manga, so all 2 mangas and the pre-errata Alpha Nami. I only have 1 spot in there. I might as well drop 2 more, and if I win, I'll sell it for Japanese. Wanted posters are fire. Okay, let's see. So we have had some nice big orders in this Tuesday daytime stream, which is really strange because it's Tuesday. Here's Eric Rodriguez, 2 of the Japanese OP9s. OP9s, huh? Give me a second here, Eric. Japanese OP9s. Let's see. I'm looking for an open box. I got 2 open boxes of OP9 English because I'm dumb. Oops. Got these slabs back here. I might need a new fresh open box of it. All right. All right. Let's grab this. Let's do it. Was that Pokemon White back there? All right, keep an eye on that. All right. Boop. 1 whole box of OP9 for Eric Rodriguez. Wow, a whole box. One, 2. Why do you charge for top loaders, says LeBron. That way people don't beg for too many top loaders. That's basically the reason. Some people would be like, why don't you top load this? Why don't you top load that? And it all kind of adds up. Doesn't look like it does. You know, hey, I placed an order, 80 bucks. What if I want a top loader? Yeah, what if you want a top loader and so does everyone else over a time period of like 1 month, and it adds like $300 to my to my cost of operation? You'd be surprised. So the reason that they cost money is because they're not free. They're not free for me, and they're not free for you. We are? All right. We used to strictly not top load anything. That used to be the rule on this stream, because I had like a philosophy that you don't need them. We are. But over time, I said, all right, let's bring them in. Bring them in. And we kind of limit it to cards that are definitely hits. I think my rule is like the card has to be having a raw value of $200 or something like that. That's my rule. Ooh, very nice. Mr. Eric Rodriguez. Yeah, I wish they were free. Here's a gym break. I don't know if you guys have considered jumping in there for a whole box of Scarlet. But we are over here looking for Eric Rodriguez. Mr. Eric. Let's see if I can find you. That's Luke Glory. You don't need a new bag, right? Eric Rodriguez, Eric Tang, Eric Treminio, Eric Colborn. Who's this back here? This is Eric Rosado, Eric Hatfield. This is an expired bag. Here's Eric Mauricio. This is a very expired bag. What did Eric Mauricio leave? Eric Mauricio left some hollows, some Attack on Titan. See, it makes sense. He said, I don't want that Attack on Titan. All right, let me move these out of here. Eric Rodriguez, fresh bag, Mr. Eric. Let's get it. Okay. Very good. His shop's been successful. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why not charge it for it in the pack, says LeBron. Here it is. All right. I guess that would mean that you're paying for everyone else's top loaders when you buy a booster pack. So, you know, what you're arguing is that you should raise pack prices to afford more top loaders. But I don't really think top loaders are that good. Yes, I don't think they're necessary for all cards. Like this, I don't think we need a top loader on this, for example. We already do top load some of the cards, just they got to be of a certain range of value. So you don't want me to raise my prices. That's not just for more top loaders. I mean, what is this? What is this? Oh. The bee drills, huh? Forgot about these guys. What were they doing over here? Ooh, from Leaf Green. This is something to put up on eBay. Okay. Let's get that music playing again. One Punch Man is a manga about a Superman level guy. Let's see. Because if you get a cold pack, you get an empty top loader. How goes the card hunting today? Pretty good. I despise how we demonize our fellow man for making a buck by happily lining the pockets of multiple massive corporations daily. I mean, corporations aren't inherently evil either. They're just, if you think about it, you probably know somebody who works for a corporation. They really are just big beehives full of people, and they all want a paycheck. We don't like the idea, like, you know, shareholders, shareholder value, that kind of stuff is really annoying. CEOs, we don't like CEOs, but none of us want to be a CEO. How many of us want to run a big organization? So they get big paychecks because they do a big job. And then shareholders, those guys provide the capital for the corporation. That's actually how it works. So I don't like to demonize it either. I like it when people are productive, and I like it when people provide a service that somebody wants. Okay, so Adrian says, I'd like to ship my cards. I already sent in an order. Let me take a quick look at this. Adrian, huh? Oh, was this the other day? Here it is, Adrian. Okay, let's take a quick look at that. Okay. Let's try this out. He put the address in the title of the email. Let's try this out, guys. LeBron James is a beta male. What? What are you talking about? LeBron James. Let's see. I think we got it all. Let's get your email. Okay, we're making a label right now for Miss or Mr. Adrian. I think it's Mr. Not an expensive label. This should be pretty cheap, actually. Let's see. You're mostly just slabs, says LeBron. Do you consider yourself like an eBay? We sell a little bit on eBay. This is a live card shop where you can buy stuff live. That's what it is. That's like the ultimate you tried on move, empty top loader in a bag. Mister, do you sell cards? We sell Pokemon card dreams. I dream of Charizard. I'm so old, I'm forgetting what Saibao means. It means Saibao. Saibao! How about ACAB? Remember that one? ACAB! All right, very nice. All right. Adrian's shipping is done. That's good. Now we can jump back over here. Jared, I do see your order. It's just not your turn. We're having a lot of orders on a Tuesday. What's up with Tuesdays sometimes being really busy? Luke Laurie, slab away. You got it, Luke. Luke Laurie, slab away. Boop. All right, that is taken care of for Mr. Luke. Okay, we have Philip Adornato. 2 spots on the Nido King break. The Nido King. Whoa. He said, let's get that Nido King moving. All right, you got it. Good luck in there, Mr. Philip. Good. PokeRev's an alpha male. No, he's better than me. His collection's bigger. His audience is bigger. You are? All right. Sent an order, Mistress, killing him with kindness. Konnichiwa, Saibao the coolest. There is a Lopez yelling at us. Modern killing who? What's up, Hawaiian? One day, I want to be just like PokeRev. Here's Steven Gonzalez. He wants a whole box of the new Marvel Volume 3 Weiss set. Okay. Very good. It's interesting how one new product in the stream can cause a huge slowdown. One new product, because it takes a while to open a whole box of these, you know? And so this order wouldn't have existed yesterday, but it slows the whole stream down, just one big box order. And so it's a powerful thing to have new product. New product's very important. You know who else talks politics? My mom. Can we talk politics? We are. Sorry, guys. Cats are better than dogs. Sorry if it's too political for you. Dude, Karis was sleeping with that little kitty in her arms. Oh, my God, that was cute. What the hell? I didn't even know that was possible for a cat to be so cute. This cat's adorable. Yeah, it's a really nice cat. Here we are. All right. Doesn't hiss at or scratch Karis. That's a bonus. All right. Very nice. A cat that doesn't hiss at or scratch you. It just lays in your arms and purrs. Wow. How interesting. Very fascinating. Okay. Okay. She's a short hair cat. And so we're hoping I don't get any cat allergies. I kind of just stay away from the cat. I don't play with it or anything. All Karis's. But they're so cute together. There. My cat will growl at strange noises as if they were dogs. They'll go meow. All right, here's... Ta-da! Oh. That's it. I'm unsubbing after Mistress said cats are better than dogs. I'm sorry, but I got to stand strong with my beliefs and values. If you don't like what I say, you can just get the hell out of here. We are. All right. Very good. Oops. Here's this guy throwing an axe. Here's a Tor. Here's Pokemon card guy owns political party. Here it is. Remember when we started getting those kinds of videos like Ben Shapiro owns Lib Blank? Man, crazy. There. Here's this guy. We're looking for stamped cards, by the way. Stamped cards will be the big hits. You want a little Captain America card? I like $1 million card. In the words of Rob Swanson, cats are pointless. Here's this girl. Ta-da. All right, very nice. We all know Mr. loves birds the most. Oh, man, birds. Can I get the Thunderbolt card? There's a Thunderbolt card. Can somebody help me? Which one's the Thunderbolt card? Tell me about this Thunderbolt card. Is that like a character? I have no clue. The black one with the yellow star. This? Is it this? 5th card from the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing? Out now on Disney. It's all bulk, mister. Keep it. Yeah. I have no clue. The black and yellow. This one? Okay, there you go. That's called Thunderbolt. I did not know that. Learning things today. Thank you so much, Mr. Steven, for your order. I really appreciate it, man. I've had scorpions and snakes before, but that's about it. I had snakes. I never owned a scorpion. Boy, those things look terrifying when they eat food. There you go. Scorpions are really something else, aren't they? They are. Okay. All right. Ooh, he's looking kind of creepy. Get this man into Congress. There we go. Mr. Steven, let's find your bag. They're the new Avengers by the end of the movie. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. What? Do you charge for sleeves? About $5 per sleeve. There are. There we go. Sleeves are really valuable in certain situations. Like when you're not trying to get like crabs or something, then you really want a sleeve. You know? All right. Here's Jared, and he says, 2007 Halo. Is it time for me to increase the price on Halo? You know, I haven't gotten into that. It is. We are running low on Halo, actually. Topps Halo, selling out. One of our most popular products. People really love it. I keep it over here, actually. Great advice. Thunderbolt was a good movie. Never send a soldier into battle without a helmet. They got one spot in the jumbo pack break. One spot in the jumbo pack break. Oh, yeah, he's saying there's one spot left, everybody. You know, I have thought about asking for, or selling, I should say. I have thought about selling premium slab sleeves. Premium slab sleeves. They cost more. Not terribly more, but I don't use them. I use the cheapest possible slab sleeves. But you may have a really fancy card that you want in the high-quality slab sleeve. There it is. Banshee, and Armed and Dangerous. And for maybe like 50 cents or something like that, we can get you the upgrade. But it's such a small amount. It's like in this gray area where I don't want to be using them because they cost more. And yet I don't want to be selling them because there's no money in it. Doesn't make any sense. There's no point. There we go. We just use a standard sleeve. What is going on with this pack? All right, Mr. Jared. Are the luxury ones the ones that fold like a trapezoid? Yeah. Yeah, those are a little higher quality. They're more crystal clear. They're stiffer, actually. They're more brittle. But that's a premium sleeve, and I have to pay a lot of money for those. Not a lot, but, you know, they're not as cheap as, like, the cheap sleeve. Like, this over here is a cheap sleeve. Look how, like... Yuck, the plastic's so blurry. And then the high quality sleeve, which is over here. All right. Now look at that. Almost like it doesn't exist, huh? Look at the difference. Big difference. Fingers on the left and fingers on the right. See the difference? So, you know, the cheap sleeves, they're good for getting a price tag on your slab and getting it protected. But the crystal clear sleeves are better at displaying the card. But they cost more. Here's Jared with the JA. They cost more. And you guys don't see it, but I place orders, big orders for those slab sleeves because we fly through them. We go through hundreds of them so fast. And they really add up. I mean, it's really not cheap. I have to spend so much money on them. There we go. I got some premium ones for the box toppers. They're really nice. Oh, yeah. Plastic. I need some plastic on my plastic. And then maybe after that, a little bit of plastic. Okay, let me look it up. PSA sleeves. So the last time I bought sleeves, which was earlier this year, I spent $230. Damn, bro. That's crazy. And then before that, it was $340. Yeah, so when I order sleeves, I buy them about $300 at a time for the slabs. And, you know, you try to reduce that cost. You try to keep that on the low side because you could easily pay double that and get the premium sleeve. But it's like now you're losing $600. It's not a small amount. It's a noticeable amount. When you buy a lot of anything, it's noticeable. All right, so we also have Mr. Jared with another Halo pack. Have no fear. Let me grab that Halo pack for you, Mr. Jared. All right. Okay. LeBron says, you're the cheapest person I know. I know. I try to keep costs down. We are. That's the right move. Pay for affordable sleeves and don't overuse top loaders. You know, the grading companies don't even want top loaders. Virtually all the grading companies say the same thing. They want semi-rigids. And so we do semi-rigids as well when it's time to grade. But that's it. I store literally 0 of my own personal cards in top loaders. Oh, picking up this holographic guy. 0 of my cards go into top loaders, but other people like them. So, you know, I do them. You know, speaking of which, we'll be putting this in a top loader. It's a square cut holographic Halo card. And so we'll be doing that as a nice little beneficiary thing. Let's grab this. This one will be a side loader. I don't like the fit. Let me get a different one. There we go. All right. It would fit, but I'd have to kind of push it in there. So we'll do this one instead. Best way to keep your cards. Literally 100% of the time, I just put them in a bag. Like, look at this. Here are my cards just waiting to grade. I don't do top loaders. Now, maybe the sports guys really want the top loaders because they got square cut cards. That could be it. I don't know. But I don't ever use top loaders. It's just a waste of money. And you got all these top loaders laying around. And the grading companies request these guys. Look, semi-rigids. This is what the grading companies want. So earlier on in my Pokemon card career, I had, what was it, like 10,000 of these? Was it 10,000? I don't remember the number. No, that was what I spent. I spent 10,000. I spent $10,000 manufacturing these semi-rigids. So I got these at a discount, and I just have a bunch of them. I have a whole bunch of them. We've been running through them over the years, so I'm running lower on them. Here's Sheer Brutality. Ooh, this is a nice one right here, the checklist card. This is cool. There it is. All right. So that's the checklist. Very nice. Looks like he's about to get stabbed from the back. So I spent $10,000 manufacturing a whole bunch of the semi-rigids so that I wouldn't be forced to buy them from the card saver company. You'll notice my semi-rigids are really nice. See how there's no card saver 2 up here? It's nice and smooth. You know how nice that is? Because it lets you write stuff on the card, and you can organize your cards that way really easily. See? Look at that. Organized. Not only that, but when they put the texturing up there, it's actually sort of engraved into the plastic, and this causes the plastic to warp. So it's just like a worse experience anyways, and they cost more because they're brand name. So I manufactured my card savers in China a long time ago, a couple years ago actually, and I've never ran out of them because I manufactured a bonkers amount of them. Actually, what I originally was planning to do was sell them. I was going to sell them to you guys, and we did do that for a while. Years ago, you could buy those card savers from me, and they were doing quite well. And then one day, they became kind of a nuisance, and I realized they don't even really make that much money. And I said, wait a second. One day I'm going to run out of these. They're finite. Why don't I just keep them? And I'll use them for when we do grading. And so that's what we do now. We don't sell them because we'd run out of them. And then I'd have to figure out manufacturing all over again. Hey, my McDonald's cards. Double tap that screen to like the stream. Do you charge for semi-rigids? No, you get a semi-rigid for free, but that is, you have to grade a card. If none of your cards go in loaders, binders? No, no binders, just baggies. Baggies only. It all goes into baggies. Like, let's see. Like here's a baggie. So these are some box toppers, it looks like. Here's some girl cards, I guess. Just all goes into baggies. And you know, so they go into a sleeve, and then they go into a bag, and that bag goes in a box, and I just don't touch them. They don't get hurt, and I get 10s all the time. I get 10s constantly. So it doesn't really matter to me. You know, it's not people who buy all those top loaders. When you buy a bunch of top loaders, what you're not buying is more cards. You're wasting all your money on plastic. You don't want to do that. You want to avoid wasting your money on plastic. You want to buy more cardboard. All right, here's Aaron Rodriguez. Let me get that tag 10 Celebrations Venusaur. Oh, okay, so let me take a quick look into this. I think he was asking about it. So is that in the All Slabs channel? Is the All Slabs channel is massive. So let me start hunting for it. Do you know what date was posted? Was it in the middle of the channel? Was it the end, the beginning? Start looking. Aaron Rodriguez, we're looking for your Venusaur in the channel now. Maybe you have an idea of where it was in the channel. Oh, there it is. It's lower down on 910. So we're going to mark this as sold. Venusaur sold. All right, there it goes. Now, I have to go find this Venusaur. Let's see if it's lower down. God, I wonder what box it's going to be in. I don't know what box it's going to be in. It could take us a long time to find it. Wish me luck, everybody. Here goes. All right. I store mine in semi-rigids. Yeah, you can do that too. You can prep them for grading and put them all in semi-rigids. But obviously, I got too many cards for that. I got way too many cards to store them all in semi-rigids. So I just go ahead and put them into... we know this is going to be a CGC holder, so this should be pretty fast, actually. Let's see. Card storage, it can get really expensive, and you can get very wasteful with it. I'm not wasteful. I do exactly what I think is needed or necessary to protect your cards so that they can get 10s, but not waste your money on something that's unnecessary. There we are. Hey, I found that Starmie. I was looking for this. Somebody said they wanted to buy a Starmie. I have a Starmie. It already had a picture taken. Oh man, I wish I had known that. I told him I had a Starmie that he could buy, and then I couldn't find it. Dang, dude. Totally had a Starmie. All right, what's this all? Wow, this is some nice stuff. I had a guy, he's asking around my most expensive Mickey Mouse bubblegum card. It's a $4,000 card. He was asking about it. He wants my best one. It's a PSA 4. One of the most expensive ones on eBay, in fact, because it has the highest grade on eBay. Free Starmie. Have you ever been a vendor? What, at like a card, convention or something? No. No, I've been running this business. It's an online card shop, and we've been running it for 6 years. We're on year number 7 now. I think I could do a card convention. That might be fun. Might be a nice way to meet people. Ooh, this one's nice. Look at that. That's nice. That's from Ancient Origins, this guy right here. Bigger table, bigger selection, better slabs, better prices. Mr. turning the troll into a customer. He's not trolling. He's just asking questions. That's not troll. That's not trolling. I think he disagrees with my policy on, like, probably top loaders, but that's not really a big disagreement, to be honest. It's not, because it's not even a big subject, really. Here's a Celebi, Venusaur, but it's a 9. All right, let's see. Wow, it was not in this box, it appears. Dang, dude, we're gonna have to go through the big box. That sucks. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the big box. Oh no. So we have so many slabs that we have 2 giant boxes to hold all the slabs. Oh no, dude. Mister should let me mark it for him. You want to mark it for me? What would you say? No rules, just Roy. We are. All right. Pulling these down. Is it $3 for him to grade a card with his eyeballs? That's right. So it's pre-grading, and it's pretty good. If you've watched us do pre-grades before, it's a valuable service. I can help you save hundreds of dollars on grading by helping you avoid grading the wrong cards. I have very, very sharp eyes for card grading because I graded 10,000 cards with the Cardconomist grading. So I got very good at it. There it is. So it's a very cheap, very easy to access pre-grade. Plus, you get video evidence. So, like, you can actually save the timestamp of the pre-grade and go back and see what it is that I pointed out. So I can create a video evidence of what was wrong with your card, and you can always go back and look at it if you want to think about it. I can also advise you whether to send a card off for black label. That's really valuable. You know, if I can rule a card out from going to Beckett, that can help you avoid a 9.5 at Beckett. So I would say it's been a pretty popular service. I don't think I've heard many complaints about that at all. And lately, there's been a pretty serious uptick in the demand for the pre-grades. We used to do it a little cheaper, actually, but the problem was you'd get a guy who'd order like 20 pre-grades, and it's like that was going to take like half an hour. You know, either I had to do a bad job at it or it's going to take an hour, one or the other. So $3 seems to strike a balancing point where people only pre-grade their best cards. They don't pre-grade like every single holo in their bag. That seems to be the balancing. Oh, I found it. Damn, dude, it was so buried. Here it is. Woo! Wow, that was hard to find, but we got it. We need to have a new sorting system for slabs, especially with these big tag slab things coming back. This is not going to work. We got to have something better than this. Hey, here's another Starmie. I had 2 Starmies to give. 2 Starmies. Oh my gosh. Where's that Starmie guy? Get him back here. Dang, dude. Wish he was still here. I'd be like, I got Starmies everywhere. Where can I get these Pokemon emojis? The Pokemon emojis are when you become a member of the channel. So memberships cost $2 a month, and it gives you like a Pokeball next to your name, so everyone knows that you're part of the club. The club. And then as you stay a member over the months, because you can cancel it, but as you stay a member over the months, your little Pokeball evolves, so people know how long you've been here. And so, you know, 1 full year of a Pokeball would cost you like, what, $24? And it gives you access to the emojis. And besides, that money just, you know, goes to the creator that you enjoy watching. Some of it does. Actually, I only get 2/3 of it. YouTube takes 1/3. I didn't know we had this. Okay. Happy couple months away birthday, says NHCC. Who's almost birthdayed? Hey, Mr. Hey, what's up, Mr.? Hope you're well. Papi Churro. Papi Churro. What's up, man? Papi. Here's Aaron Rodriguez picking up that Venusaur. That only took 10 minutes to find 1 card. That's pretty bad, huh? That's only going to get worse if we're grading 500 tag slabs per month. That's going to get really bad. We have to have a sorting system. We have to. I think not only should we have a sorting system, we should have a system for like which cards are so good that we should keep them here with us rather than going to eBay. And also, I do still need to hire a guy for eBay. We're paying $1.50 per listing. I take the pictures for you. You just post it with the correct price. Okay, there was more to this order. 1 English black, 1 English white, 1 obsidian flames, 2 goes to the past. All right, let's get it. Big order from Aaron Rodriguez. Thanks, Aaron Rodriguez. One of these. Oh no, do we need Pokemon Black? Do you know why I pulled you over? Because I was speeding? No, it is because you are black. What is this? Holy, bro. All right. Where can I see cards like that Venusaur on Discord? It's in the channel called All Slabs September. You kind of have to scroll upward. It's in the upper half of the Discord server. There's a couple channels like that. One was called Pricey Slabs. You're going to see all the expensive slabs for sale. I want to do eBay for you. There was a couple guys who requested, and I'm sorry I didn't respond. If somebody's interested in that, I would be happy to hear back from you, sort of like resume style almost. And because a couple guys wanted the job, and I guess that kind of like made me indecisive. But I want to hear like some ideas about why you think you'd be, you know, interested in doing it. Like what's your passion about it? You know, how skilled do you think you'd be at it? Those are the main things any business would want to know, I suppose. But you know, it could last a long time. It could last years. So I also kind of want to pick a guy who's not going to be gone in like 2 weeks. That too, okay? So I want to pick somebody who's going to be around for a while. Now, 1 English black, 1 English white, 1 obsidian flames, 2 ghosts of the past. Let's get those ghosts of the past. Oh man, if you pull a ghost rare in 2 packs, I'm gonna flip. Aren't you a little old for this? No, I like playing with Pokemon cards while I suck on my pacifier, and I wear diapers. Here's Obsidian Flames. Let's see, where's that going to be at? Sorry if you're not accepting of my lifestyle. You're probably a bigot. Obsidian Flames. Where am I keeping those? Those should be in these booster bundle boxes. But I don't have one over here. All right, let me go get a booster bundle. I need to start posting on eBay. Got too many 8s and 9s from Minister. I bought some 9 and 10 graded CGC slabs. Check all slabs September. How many listings do you think the guy can do in 1 hour? And how many cards do you have to list? Well, I might only give you like 1 or 2 cards per day. It won't be a lot. But over time, it'll add up to like 100, 200, 300 cards. And so it's just like this really low pressure, easy data entry job. And it adds up. It adds up. One day you look at it, you say, hey, I did 100 of these. Where's my $150? It's not like an hourly kind of job. It's not like a clock in, I've got 100 slabs for you to list. Besides, you'd probably go nuts if you had to do that. It's so boring. It's more like, you know, here's this little task you can work at occasionally. It's not going to be an all-day thing. And there's no like, oh, it has to be done by Thursday. It's not like that. All right, let's see. I'm going to go grab one of these booster bundles. Where are my booster bundles? All right, let me check out here, guys. All right, here we are. That cat was waiting for me to come out the door. She knew I was coming. Then she attacked my feet. Whew. I have 5 years of eBay, but I don't live on Missouri. You can live anywhere. You can live in Puerto Rico. You could live in India. It doesn't matter. This is a full remote kind of job. It's not like a full job either. It's not a 9 to 5. It's just a little task. That's all it is. It's like a little chore, and it can make you $1.50 each time you do it. All right, let's see. 1 Obsidian Flames. Well, that took a while. You have a new cat? Karis was like, so here's what happened. We had to get rid of the other cats. They were going to the bathroom all over the place, and I was having like an asthma attack. It was giving me serious allergies. I found out like last year I have a serious allergy to cat urine or something. And we couldn't get them to go to the bathroom in their boxes. They just didn't want to. One of them didn't want to. I don't know who it was. There were 2 cats. And so we rehomed them. And it wasn't that hard to do, really. There's people out here who want cats. We gave them to a nice cat lady. So the cats got rehomed. And Karis was a little sad about it. But she knew that, you know, I had like this never-ending cough that would occur until all the urine spots were found around the house and cleaned up. And it was a really serious issue because you couldn't even find out where they went to the bathroom. So, you know, it was all like I would walk into the pool room and I'd start coughing my lungs out and it'd be like, oh, I think it's in here. And then you didn't know where. So you had to clean every inch of the floor. And then what do you know? The cough goes away. So it was a really serious problem. One of the cats liked to go to the bathroom. We actually caught her in the middle of the night going to the bathroom right next to our bed by the window. It was really gross. She's like, I'll just go to the bathroom here. So it was really gross. And you can't train cats to not do that, I guess. But yeah, I don't know why. She's done it before, but I think over the years I've developed a stronger allergy to it. It really messes me up very badly. And, you know, there was this smell about it, and it was just really bad. But we weren't really sure exactly if both cats were doing it. One of the cats went to the bathroom in the kitchen, just pooped right on the floor. Just felt like pooping on the floor, I guess. And it was a serious problem at some point. And so we rehomed them to a nice cat lady. That's what happened. So they didn't get put into a shelter. They didn't get put in a cage. I personally took the cat over to this lady's house. She had a nice system. She already owned a couple cats. She had a nice system. She had like an air filtration system in her home that goes out to her window. And she had all these lovely cat trees. And she had sort of like this indoor-outdoor we didn't even have this. She was like a cat enthusiast, okay? So we didn't even have this, but she had like this hole in her wall in her kitchen that was built. And the cats can go out that hole, and it takes them into a giant cage outside. So she had like this cat zoo outdoors, and the cat could go and perch on that. And so she adopted the kitty cats, and she's taking care of them. She's younger too. She's not an old cat lady, but she's a woman with no children, and she owns her own home. She paid off her home, and she took them and thought they were very cute, and I'm sure they're perfectly fine. And so for a little while, we just had no cats. Kirsten and I had no cats. We were cleaning the whole house. My cough is gone. No cough. Then we started getting visited by a neighborhood cat. They had, at the same time that we were rehoming our cats, they had purchased 3 little kittens to be outdoor cats. So I guess that's not a good thing. I guess you're not supposed to have outdoor cats, because when we had just adopted this one, they said, you're not supposed to do that. But they adopted 3 outdoor cats, and these cats started coming to our back window, and one of them figured out you could break into our home, because there's like a dog door. There's like this small green dog door by our garage. It's clearly not a cat door. It's like a dog door. And we saw on the security cameras the cat found out you can push the door the wrong way and get into the house. So from then on, this cat would just come over if it wanted to. That was it. We had to have like ticks and fleas systems and all this other stuff to make sure we didn't get ticks, which we never did. Look at that. You got a Master Ball Simisear English. Nothing out of those ghosts of the past, Mr. Aaron. So this cat, this outdoor cat, was so sort of like, it had such a very nice personality. He would like sleep on Karis, and he'd like purr for hours and play with her, and she felt like totally in love with him. And then one day he just disappeared. And the sad thing is, she kind of already built sort of like a love for this cat. And it seemed like a nice setup where the cat would just go to the bathroom outside, which didn't affect me, right? And so I didn't have to worry about the cat going to the bathroom indoors. It goes to the bathroom outside. Aaron Rodriguez, you got a box, don't you? Let's grab that box. So it was a nice setup. It really wasn't causing any problems or issues until one day he just disappeared. He disappeared. And it turned out the neighbor who owned the cat gave it to his daughter on Labor Day. And this was pretty recently. And so after that happened, Karis was like destroyed by this. She was so sad. She was like crying over it. And she had like terrible depression. We've had a bad year, if you didn't know. It's been a tough year for us. And so she's got terrible depression over this thing. And so we, by chance, go to PetSmart very recently. We go to PetSmart, and there's this big cat adoption day going on over there. And this cat is there that looks exactly like the neighborhood cat that was breaking into our home. And the adoption agency is like, oh, that's the best one. So she gives the cat to Karis to hold, and Karis is like, we should adopt it. So now we have another... Do you lock the dog so the new cat doesn't get out? That's right. So this new cat is not trained to be outside at all. Remember, so this other cat that was breaking in, he was actually pushing the door the opposite direction. The door wasn't even supposed to bend that way. So now this door is locked and it's blocked because we're worried that dogs or raccoons can literally get into our home. We never really thought of it that way. But, we mentioned the story to the adoption agency, and they're like, oh, you got to block that door because a raccoon will come into your home. I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that. So the door is now blocked very well. And now we've got this new cat that's been adopted from an adoption agency, and it's just very nice. Just treating Karis very nice. She does cat litter with it, and the rule is she has to clean that litter like the moment the cat goes to the bathroom. That's kind of the agreement right now. And it's one cat, not 2 cats. Maybe that was part of the problem too. Maybe 2 cats is just more cat urine, right? But I would say the biggest issue really was that we don't know which one it was, but it was one of the cats was going to the bathroom all over the place, like marking her territory or something. And it was not good. It was the source of the coughing. We found it all out. We figured it out. That is the source of the coughing. I have a cat allergy to cat urine. I didn't know that was a thing. Mr. Zach, I did not know that was a thing. You can have a very serious cat allergy to cat urine, and I've got it. I always knew I had cat allergies because if I pet a cat and I don't touch my eyes still water. That's how bad I get cat allergies. So I don't really even need to rub my eyes. They just start to itch because I've been near the cat. So I got some pretty bad cat allergies. And, you know, that's fine. I can live with itchy eyeballs. I'm not doing the cough, though. And so when we talk about moving, sometimes we talk about buying a house that's specially designed so that, you know, I can avoid being around a house cat or something. Because Karis really can't go without the house cat. She gets so depressed. She's so sad without a little animal or something. And part of that probably would be solved when we have kids. We have kids this year. We're going to try and have a kid this year. The cat is trying to steal your pokies. Yeah, so this room, no cat in this room. Cat's not allowed in here. No animals in this room. Nice, clean room, okay, guys? No animals in here. And the cat's pretty cute. It's a cute animal. You know, I'm not, the cuteness of the animal is not lost on me, but I just kind of stay away for the most part. I don't want the cat to like me too much and come up for like pets and stuff. I want the cat to just go to Karis for pets. We are, all right. Cats are territorial, and the two were trying to mark their areas. Oh, yeah. So they fought every day. Those cats, they would hiss at each other and fight. And I bet you that's exactly what it was. I bet this cat was like, hey, you can't come here. I'm going to pee on this wall. Something like that. But the one cat was real mean. It was a nasty, mean cat for some reason. We don't know why. She was super nice to me, though. She loved me to death. Maybe she was like, hey, you're rotten just like me. I'll be nice to you. But it's like, I didn't want to pet her. I would literally be frustrated because she would come to me for like pets, and it's like, go have Karis pet you. She's the one who feeds you, grooms you, does your kitty litter. Go love on her, not me. She was literally mean to Karis. It didn't make any sense. I didn't give her treats. I didn't do anything. She just loved my personality or something. I don't know what it was. And she didn't want the other cat nearby. She didn't want Karis nearby. She wanted me all to herself. And it's cute until it's not. It's like really problematic. Come on, Mr. Zach, let's get that stamp card, man. We're going to get a stamp card for Mr. Zach right now. This is, we've opened a couple boxes of this. I'd like to see the first stamp pop out. Here's Captain America. Hey, my mom's getting married on Friday. Yippee, can't wait. TCC, want to come? Yes, I'm on the way. Your mom's getting married. Cool, man. We are. That's right, guys. Life isn't over. You can get married later in life. We are. Cats are territorial. You want to be best man to my mom's wedding? I don't know if your mom would enjoy that herself because she doesn't know me, but it would be pretty funny to be there. There we go. Especially for free food. Wedding cake. Cake. Set my LinkedIn profile on Discord. Oh, you don't got to do that. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Anti-heroes. Just maybe like a brief explanation of why you think you'd be a good fit. That's good enough. Hey, my mom's getting married. Remember the old house when the cats were in the stream every night? There was the condo, and that cat would like throw up in the middle of the stream. That house was so small, and there was only one cat at first, and the second cat comes along, and then it's kind of a crowd, isn't it? But the cough begins at the moving point from the blue house, and maybe that had to do something with why the cat urine was all over the place. Maybe they were peeing in the new house because they're like, I need to pee in this house. I don't know. But they weren't doing it so bad in the other house. Or maybe it was aerated differently. Like maybe it had a better air circulation or something. I don't, you know, like, so if they did go to the bathroom where they shouldn't, it didn't affect me. I'm not sure. But after we moved, it got really bad. It got really bad. I had a very severe cough for months, and it kind of scared me. When you cough nonstop for 2 full months, you start to wonder, do I have lung cancer? Like, what's going on here? Do I have a serious debilitating disorder? Do I have like some sort of autoimmune disease? Like, what's going on? And you start to get kind of scared if it lasts that long. It's not meant to last that long. But no, the moment the cat urine's cleaned, it goes away. So we figured it out. It took a long time to figure that out. The first time around, we thought it was mold because we did find some mold. But around that same time period, I had a theory it could be the cat litter because I was sleeping near the cat litter, which is something I'd never done before. And we moved that as well. So that was part of all the changes we made, and the cough went away. And then the cats start peeing, you know, around where I work, and that was it. You know, then we knew it was like, oh, it's the cat urine. The cat urine causes it. 2 McDonald's packs for Mark J. Valerian. That's the cat conversation. I feel like we've had this conversation a couple times. What about you guys? Do you guys know anyone with severe animal allergies? I definitely have severe animal allergy for the cat. I don't know if it like developed over time or if something triggered it in particular. It is. But keep me away from that cat urine. I don't want to be near it. Even the smell of it like stresses me now. I smell it and I go, oh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff that causes the cough. Stay away. There you go. There will be steak and fish. Steak and fish. Say no more. I say less. I'm on my way. Edward says, I'm getting married too. What? Congratulations, man. Marriage is a thing that society is really scratching its head over. But it is a good thing. It is an ideal. It's just that it's very hard to accomplish these days. But I don't think that the goal should be to get rid of it. The goal should be to repair the institution of marriage. You know, anyone can live with each other. Marriage is a symbolic thing. It's a symbolic thing. It's almost like religious. In fact, that's how it got started. It wasn't like a government thing where the government counts if you're married or not. It was a religious institution, marriage was. And so it's symbolic. It's like a mother and a father bring a child into the world. There you go. And that's supposed to be kind of a special thing. But people these days, not so religious. We don't care about all that religious stuff anymore. And that's because we're so progressive and intelligent. And now society is way better. Here you go, Dragonite and Drampa. All right. Beautiful. Very good. Pretty soon we're going to start marrying our AI girlfriends, right? Whoa, we have 7 orders in the queue. It's 6:53. We don't have time for that. Jared says, please grade the Halo Hollow. All right, so this is a pre-grade. We don't have time for 7 orders. Yeah, it's crazy how one new set can cause a backup in the orders. There we go. Because yesterday was a slow day. Now today, Tuesday, traditionally slow. We get a new Marvel set, and now we got plenty going on. Okay, step number 1, we extract it carefully from the holder. These are really hard to grade 10. Are you ready? Better get ripping. Yes. Okay, go on a bender before you can't. Law last single night out. Dude, if you love having, you know, anonymous hookups that much, and you're getting married, it is not going to be a very long marriage, in my opinion. Unless you have, maybe, I don't know, maybe you got like a wife who's cool with all that. Times are changing, you know. Okay, let's see. Wow, this one looks really clean, though. A little dimple right there, but I don't think they will care about that dimple. Wow, that's really clean. Let's check the front again. Well, you might be sitting on a 10 right now. Not a single problem. I didn't see anything on the front. Tiny dimple in the words on the back. There we go. I think this is a very good card. I would give this a maybe like a 10 minus. There we go. I wouldn't bother with that whole black label thing like I mentioned before. I'll mention it to you guys if I think it can get black label. I would give this a 10 minus. There it is. That's pretty good. All right. Very nice. Very good. We'll place this over here. Stop yapping. Could you imagine if I did that? What if I was quiet for like 5 minutes? Would you guys like that? How much is PSA grading? We do PSA for $39. We do tag grading for $30. So tag grading is the cheaper option. And that's mainly because we get a special price on tag grading. That's what's going on there. Now, what do we have here? Special price, and they say a faster turnaround. Mr. NHCC, let's see if I can add a Nidoking to the collection. Let's have it pop off. Here it is, the Nidoking Lightning Break, which really did not break super fast. It was kind of slow, believe it or not. There it is, NHCC. But it is over. Finishing on this Tuesday is Miss Tammy, the Recorder of Deeds here. We are. Ooh. Let's see who's in this break. If you're new and you're watching this and you've never seen a break go off, you're going to watch it, okay? So pay attention. Andrew, Beatrice, 2 Phillip, and NHCC. Good luck, you guys. NHCC beat me to it. Good luck, crew. We have another break that's about to go off. This one right over here is at 6 out of 8. Comes with not 1, but actually 2 slabs. So it's a higher stakes, higher reward kind of break. So there's that. There's no star card in here. And actually, what I would like to do is I would like to add a bonus pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't forget to switch my TCC tag grading. Have no fear. We're going to get that done. I need to do a round of tag grading like right now, like today. All right, let me go grab something real fast. Ooh, Karis is ready for me to wrap up. All right, so here we are. Can my orders be shipped, says Kushal. Hey, what's up, Kushal? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to place a nice little fun card in here. Okay, little bonus card. Oh, right, we can't actually sleeve it or it won't fit in the packs. Okay, there it goes. No sleeve. And I need a place for these so I can access them. How about right here for the moment? That's not a good place to stick them. All right, ready? Little bonus pull there. I did pay shipping on the very first order. Mr. Kushal, if that's the case, let's go ahead. Here's my email address right here. And what I need you to do is send me an email to TheCardconomist@gmail.com. Give me your address and give me the name of your bag, okay? Or whatever it is we wrote down on your bag, okay? We'll get you all shipped out, okay? All right. Oops. Yeah, we want to get you shipped out. We want to make sure you get your stuff. Don't be quiet. That'll be weird. Give me a number. Give me a number. All right. You guys split the deck in half. I put in an order. You can save it for the nighttime stream. Ooh, the nighttime stream. Oh, wait. 3. 1, 2, 3. So the audience splits the deck. Now we have another shuffle. Here are the names. We have another shuffle. Okay. All right, now you guys choose another number. So it's a double split. The audience splits the list of people who bought a custom booster pack. Jared says 7. It's got to be less than 7. Okay, Dalbo says 1. Here goes. So 1 folded to the back like that. Okay. And so now we got double split list of names and booster packs. And now we flip this over. The first person's Philip. So Philip had 2 spots in here. And there you go. It's going to be Philip. All right. Philip on 1 right away. So Philip pulls this chase card, and he trades me this chase card for that for the Nido King. I'm sorry, the Nido King. That's how it works. So Philip just pulled that. Now we have to make sure these line up. There has to be 4 here and 4 here, or else we have to rerun the whole thing. So I always warn people about that. Here's Andrew A. Martin, and he pulls the bonus pull. So Andrew's going to get this lovely poker card. There you go. I want to start including some more stuff like this poker card in these packs. They're pretty fun. Here you go, Andrew. That's a little vintage Mario poker card. Totally gradable. You can see PSA does grade these. Okay. Miss Beatrice. Thank you, Miss Beatrice. But I think you are going to pull 1 card like that. So that's Beatrice's pull. Here's Mr. Phillips' second spot. He's going to pull the blonde-haired guy. And here is Mr. NHCC. That is exactly what a break looks like. Now you guys know what it looks like. So everybody has their pull. You've paid for 1 card for 40 bucks. But it's not a great card necessarily. You might not like that part. But Philip Adornado's pretty happy with his pull. He did quite well. All right, let's see. But only one person does well in a break like that. And so it's pretty rough. You have to be prepared mentally to sort of miss out on the cost, you know. If Philip had missed, for example, let's say it went to NHCC, Philip would be out $80. Pretty scary. Now, it's not that scary when you consider you could order $80 of Team Rocket, Glory of Team Rocket packs, and think about what would you actually get with that $80. Might not be much. 80 bucks, you might get like maybe like an AR of like Wobbuffet or something, and then it grades 9. This is an already graded 10 Nido King Alt-Art, and those are really hard to pull. So it's all about, you know, what am I getting? What is my risk? What are my rewards? And my argument is that the risk-reward ratio for a break is quite high. Really high, actually, compared to just opening packs. And that's because packs are deceptively hard to pull a card out of. But not just that. They're not just deceptively difficult to pull a card out of. Grading cards to be a 10 is deceptively difficult too. A lot of people, a lot of customers underestimate the bad math behind getting a 10 on a slab. Really difficult to do. Most slabs do not grade 10. There we go. So those are reloaded. Those are my custom booster packs that host the breaks. They always contain one card and maybe a little extra. We're going to start putting a little extra in them from now on, I think. Wait, where'd I put the, oh, here it is. Okay, there we go. So those are ready to be used again to host another break. Philip Adornado's got the Nido King. And was Tammy here? I don't think Tammy was here. I'm going to go ahead and post that in Discord now. We have a channel in Discord, and it's called the Breaks History, and it helps you keep track of what's gone off. We're going to say Nido King, Team Rocket Break, 126 minutes in. Okay, so now you know you can go to our Discord server and actually find the link to the stream where that break finished. Next up, we have Jose Trevino. He just came into the stream. He just barely missed jumping in that Nido King. Sorry about that, Jose Trevino. We have other breaks you can jump into if you'd like, or we can store this as store credit. Emmanuel Valencia also wanted a spot in that Nido King. Wow, 2 people. Okay, so you've got $40. Very nice. We have Nathan Gordon, $40. Wow. It is really always surprising to me how badly everyone wants, you know, the very end of a break and how very difficult it is to move the beginning of a break. Morgan D. Johnson, international shipping for 8 slabs. Hey, what's up, Morgan? Okay, so that is a international shipping. And Isaac says 10 junk packs. How many you got left? Christine Andrews wants 3 junk packs. So it looks like Isaac ordered those junk packs first. I will try to make some junk packs before we go live again, maybe. And then Morgan David John needs shipping on his 8 slabs. Morgan, I'm going to try and bring those slabs out of the shipping area so I can sort of properly declare them. We'll try to declare them cheaply for you, but we have to know what we're dealing with, okay? Morgan D. Johnson, shipping slabs, international. So this will be for tonight, though. We got to do that tonight, okay? So that's going to be hosted tonight. We're going to get that label for you made. Isaac wanted 10 of the junk packs. Now, I think we only had 8 of them left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. So now I need to make more of the junk packs because we are basically sold out. Do you want to see what's inside of them? Do you like it to be a mystery when they get to you at home? How many in the pack split? I think there's 3 spots in the pack split. Cloud break, next time, everybody. The cloud break is close. The Bowser break is close. They're both really close. Here we are. We got, well, that's a beat up poker card, dude. Here's Professor Oak. We got, and that is a box topper right there. Cool. We can open them. All right, so I owe you 2 more junk packs. I think what I will try to do is make some junk packs. Making junk packs is always really crazy looking. What I end up doing is I bring onto the table like all these random boxes of just like cards that have been laying around. And then I start pulling, systematically pull. Whoa, I start pulling some stuff from every box. We are. That's how they're made. It's a very messy affair, but I try to get it done. There's 2 spots left in Bowser. It can go off ASAP if any of those 3 people jump in. Yeah, the Bowser break is ready right now. What time is it? 7:06. Here it is. I didn't hear them say they wanted in it. Here we are. Here's Pichu and Pichu. So Christine, I'll try to make some more junk packs for tonight. And then we can randomly pull them out of the box for you, okay? Chicken. Ooh, that reminds me, I don't know what I'm going to eat. Huh? Let me see. Test. Says we're live. We are. All right, all right. And it's working. Kareem said no more and pulled the router plug. What? All right, last pack. I will say this one thing about these. That's just a common card. Isn't that funny? But that's a Shinji, a Kendi. I can't say his name. A Shinji Kanda. That's a Shinji Kanda common. So it's very cool. All right, there we have it. Lots of cards there. Holy, dude. Look at all that. Wow. That is a lot of cards. He got that for, well, let's see. That was only 8 packs. So he got that for 24 bucks. It's not bad. There might be $24 worth of cards in there, you know, so it might be worth it. But it's, you know, it's nothing special in there. It's all lower cost stuff. But if you enjoy it, I'm happy to sell it to you because we have too much of it. Okay, that's another Isaac Thomas bag there. All right, you are owed 2 more, by the way. And again, Christine will have to take care of you tonight. Morgan D. John will get your shipping done tonight. I'm going to bring your slabs upstairs. I'm going to need these for the restock. We have 3 guys who missed the Nido King break. Isn't that interesting how many people are ready to jump into a break, but only if it's the last spot in the break? You know, because that Nido King sat up there for days. And my bet is that if he had only had 1 spot on him on Sunday and on Saturday and on Friday, he would have already sold. But it wasn't until somebody pushed him to having 1 spot left that, like, ta-ding, you triggered 4 people really, because you got to count NHCC. You triggered 4 people to get in there. It was only a 5-spot break. 4 people were ready to jump in when there was only 1 spot left. I mean, that's enough people to finish the break. And my thoughts on this are that, you know, if you guys all coordinated on the slab that you wanted to move, you could get it to move instantly. You know, so you all should do that. You should do like a poll on what slab you all want to jump into. Put me in the Bowser says, Jose Trevino, you're in. You got it. So there's 1 spot left on that. The Bowser. The Bowser is likely going off tonight, and it is without a doubt a very cool card, even though it's not Pokemon. However, it's not Pokemon, but it's also not expensive. You know, if this was like PSA 10 Charizard, it would be ridiculous. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's go. 1 more ASAP. Take the Mario and Bowser home. What? Nathan's jumping in too, is that right? Nathan, are you saying you'd like into the Bowser as well? I know you're one of the guys with 40 bucks. Is that right? Yes. Let's click this up to 7. Oh, wait, are we missing one? Wait a second. Hold on. Let me count these. He says yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we do have 8. Okay. So Emmanuel Valencia is left. He has $40. I don't know if you saw that. Let's see. What time is it? 7:10. Let's run it really fast. Let's run it really fast. I'm not supposed to do this, you know, guys. There needs to be a hard sign-off time period. All right. We got some great cards. That could be a 10 Wiggler for all you know. Look at it. His centering's not that bad. Oh, right. We can't put him in sleeves because they won't fit in these holders if I do. No sleeves. All right. There's a star card associated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to make any mistakes on the counting if I'm going fast. All right. Tell Karis we're sorry. No, it's good to see the Bowser go off. That leaves fewer breaks for tonight. And I'm going to put both of them into one pack. How cool would that be? Okay. It's good to see him go off. Place Mr. Morgan over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Okay. So, gotta go fast. Just like Sonic. Am I in there? Says Real One. Let's show off the names for Real One. It's Nathan, Jose, Rumaldo, Matthew, Brett, NHCC, Andrew. Those are all the names. How was that, Mr. Real One? Did you make it in? That's me. All right, you're in. You're about to learn a little bit about the breaks. Did you see the other one go off? Did you see the Nido King go off? They're very tough. You either pull the big hit or you miss 40 bucks. That's pretty much how they are working. They're very tough. I mean, you get a common card, but, you know, It's a common card. All right, give me a number. AI getting wild. There's a new tool with the Gemini AI engine that can turn drawing pictures into real life looking figures. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're living in a really crazy time period, aren't we? Everything's changing. Okay, so here are the names once again. We got 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. TCC gang, let's get it. Sent 5 Carddass memberships. Nice. That's cool, man. There we go. That's a $25 donation. I love it, man. Dalbu, what's your I can write you on the giveaway list. The donations list. Okay. All right. There it is. 50 plus likes. Yeah, the daytime stream does so good on hitting the like buttons. We often get a lot of subscribes too. Daytime stream's been a big deal lately. That's why I want the daytime stream to be 3 hours long. I want 3 hours for daytime. All right, give me a number. Calvin Fellman. That's right. There are a lot of names to memorize. Thanks, Calvin. So tonight, I need more junk packs. I need to do a round of tag grading. I don't see how I get that done. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm supposed to like eat and hang out with my wife right now, but she goes to bed at like 10 or 11 or something. We don't have a lot of time to hang out. All right, but the trick is to start this stream sooner. That's the trick. Matthew Bigos. That's a cold one. Sorry, Matthew. Andrew A. Martin. Cold. NHCC. Oh, getting the star card. You'll be moved off into the cloud break. That's what that means, okay? Cloud break. Jose Trevino. Cold. Nathan Gordon. Oh, Nathan Gordon, you're going to take the 2 poker cards home. Is that nice? You know, these could grade 10. They're not bad poker cards. They're just poker cards I didn't bother grading. There's nothing wrong with them. They're packed fresh is what I'm trying to tell you. And so, yeah, we didn't grade these. I just didn't want to spend the capital on it. Let's see. Nathan Gordon has a box, does he not? Yes, he does. They look clean. They're very fun. I'm really into, like, you know, grading Mario cards, grading Mickey Mouse cards, grading SpongeBob, grading all these other products because Pokemon's the best card to collect, obviously. But it's like sometimes you want a little break from the mundane. You have Pokemon all the time. So it's nice to have something that isn't Pokemon. Romaldo, it's your turn. Are you ready? Are you watching? Here goes. So there's 3 packs or so left. Let's see if he gets it. This could be it. Ah, it's a cold one, Mr. Romaldo. That's all right. I'm sorry, man. That was your first break. And yeah, they can sting a little bit. All right, now we've got Andrew A. Martin. Who's guy? Is this it? Oh, that's not it. It's the very last pack. It's Brett Love. Mr. Brett. Oh my gosh, Brett Love pulls the Bowser. That's so cool. Okay, I'm going to tell him he pulled it. I don't think he's here right now. Let's see. I like Brett. You know, Brett is, he's one of the biggest customers. I think for a little while, CS-Men has been the biggest. But Brett overall is probably the biggest one right now. Wow, very nice. So these get restocked now. These are everybody's single pulls. All right, I'm going to set them to the side. Where can I set them? Dang, good game. I'll put you on a giveaway list, Mr. Real One. You're new. I appreciate your first time order being a break. The breaks can be really brutal. I'm going to place you over here. You see this? This is a 1 in 20 odds for PSA 10 Piplup. And people don't get onto this list by typing any codes in. They just go in at my discretion. It's a free card. Okay, you're Mr. Romaldo. Oops. Nice to meet you, by the way. So there you go. I've got your name right there. You're number 13. So now you'll have a 1 in 20 odds that you get this Piplup. So we do that for you just as a gift. And if you jump into another break, maybe you'll get luckier on that one. Or maybe you will miss out on another $40. That is the nature of the breaks. They're very tough. They're very fun, too. Like, for example, Mr. Brett just pulled both of those slabs for like $20 per slab. That's pretty good. That's how it is. Somebody does extremely well. Everyone else misses. We had the little backup pull. That I thought that was cool. The backup pull. I should have been doing that more often. I think the backup pull is very satisfying. All right, let's see. Maybe we could have it designed differently so that I don't have to physically load cards in there. And instead, what I have is a whole bag, and they're called like bonus pull or something. And then if you pull like an energy card that says bonus pull on it, I go retrieve one at random for you. So NHCC, that goes on to Cloud, and this card goes right over to Mr. Brett. Now, these are very nice cards. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to get more interesting stuff like that for you guys. You know, I'm planning on grading some Halo cards. I should grade some Halo. I should grade some Star Wars. We got some Hello Kitty. We've got a lot of Pokemon. But I want that variety, you know. I think the variety is pretty fun these days. You know what else is interesting about it? You know, Pokemon cards are so expensive right now. They're unbelievably expensive. And so you might be able to enjoy something from another hobby like Weiss Schwartz or something. Weiss Schwartz is very popular. You might be able to enjoy Weiss Schwartz and not have to break the bank over it, because Pokemon's at such a premium. It's unbelievable what the premium is now. Okay. NHCC, you're now in that cloud break. Here's the cloud break, everybody. This one's a big one. It's a 20-spot break. A lot of people going into this break, and only one person gets the cloud. Yeah, because the card's like an $800 card. And so to be pulled out of here is pretty exciting. And one person will be pulled and everyone else will miss. Your odds are low, but the value of the card is high. The biggest example of that situation is this card right here. This is called the Mega Break. You can buy into the Mega Break for $400 or $40. You can see with $40, you have a 1 in 10 over 8 odds. Or you can buy in for $400 for 1 in 8 odds. There it is. Pretty interesting. Yeah, that guy, he's like $3,400 on eBay right now, that card. $3,000. So for $40, you have a shot at a $3,000 card. Pretty impressive. This would be an 800 1 in 20 odds. Much easier than the Gengar. Very hard to win the Gengar. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. I'll see you for the late night Tuesday night stream. I'll be back. I just got to go have dinner and relax with Karis for a while, okay? So I'll see you tonight for the late night stream. If you don't want to miss it, smash the subscribe button, because YouTube will just tell you when I go live, and then you'll know when I go live. All right, I'll see you there, everybody. Grade my cards. Bomber says, Jared, it's 7:20. I got to wrap up now. I got to wrap up.